How you going, guys? So I've been lucky enough to get access to some land up north with a family member who has had access to this land for a long time. And I've been able to tee up 3 days, almost four, of being able to get onto this land and have a crack at some deer. Now, there's definitely deer out there. Brit's about 6 months now pregnant, and I'm not going to be able to get out that much probably for the next year. So I'm hoping to fill the freezer and get some meat. I'm also going to be using the new HIKMICRO Alpex Pro on the 308, which should give me some pretty sick nighttime vision paired up with the HIKMICRO 850 newtometer IR torch, as well as the HIKMICRO LE10S, just a little monocular, thermal monocular. Sorry about the car just then. And we'll be out here for, like I said, 3 days. This is actually their house. I'll be staying here with them, and we'll be camping out on the farm for one night. And yeah, I'll take you along. It was a long drive. It's about 5.5 hours to get out to the farm. So I think about 5 hours to get here, close to. And yeah, so drove up today, just waiting for them to get home, have a nice dinner, early night, and then we'll be out straight to the farm tomorrow morning for a first morning hunt. Yeah, I'll take you along. I don't know how much filming I'm going to be able to do. I'm by myself. I'm going to try and film as much as possible, but the idea is to hopefully get out, hopefully fill the freezer, and if we can get some pigs on the way, that'd be great too. So yeah, just using the new gear and hopefully be able to shoot at night, be able to shoot first light. The sensor on the HIKMICRO is sick. The low light ability of this scope is unreal. And the ballistics calculator. So if something is, I've zeroed in at 50 meters because that's where my range, that's what I can do. And if something is, say, 110, I shoot it with the inbuilt laser rangefinder, and it will automatically adjust my scope to be able to shoot that distance and where it should be with the bullet drop and all of that. So I'm really keen to try all of that out and yeah, take you guys along for the ride. What I might do is I'll show you what the ballistics calculator does at 20 meters. And you can see that obviously the bullet hasn't had the time to get up to 0 at 50. So the ballistics is a little bit low, but when I take the shot, it is perfectly centered. And yeah, I'm pretty keen to try it at some longer distances. I'm keen to get some meat, hopefully fill the freezer for the next 6 to 12 months. And yeah, is really keen for this next 4 days of being out here on the land and having a hunt. So yeah, come along for the ride and let's see if we can go fill the freezer. So it's nice and early. We've just sent it. We are running the little Ranger. I'll give you a walkthrough of that. And we're just on our way out to the cattle station, and we'll meet up with the owner, have a coffee this morning, and then we're out here for two days, I think. So super excited. And yeah, let's go. So it is a Polaris. Here's a snag. Oh. Video because yeah, look at the antlers on it. Just back up, and we'll go around the side of it. Well. All right, so it's about 8:30 in the morning. Drove in, top of the hill. Little mob sitting there right now. I'll flip you over, but perfect shot, perfect stalk. I'll walk you through it on the way back. But ran about 20 meters and was down. And he's down. All right, so I didn't get a lot of footage of that, but currently we, about 8:15 in the morning, got here about 8 a.m, went and spoke to the farm owner. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's croaking literally just on the other side of this river. And yeah, so like just on the other side of that river. And it's almost following me up this river. But yeah, so one down. Hopefully, again, we're out here to fill the freezer. It's still croaking. We're out here to fill the freezer. And one down, little spiker, easy shot, had a stalk up a hill, come across the ridge, wind into face, got within about 50 meters. I'll play the clip. Cool thing is, new scope, I get to video everything. But yeah, I really want to get back across the river now and go see if I can find this stag that's roaring. He's definitely a bit into it. So yeah, I'll show you around and where I'm walking. Amazing. 15 minutes in, we're already on a stalk. 15 minutes of stalking up a hill, round over the ridge. Beautiful shot, dropped it in the shoulder. Went about 10 meters. So yeah, let's see what else we can get. There's obviously a few around. I was just walking around and that's pretty fresh. Stings. It's fresh. It's a deer carcass. Don't know what's been going on at it there. Maybe a pig or something as well, digging into it. Spider webs. So many spider webs. All right, so we're currently just driving through the creek bed. We're in the Ranger, just hanging out. It's middle of the day, so we're just trying to spook something or have a play and see if something will pop out. Looking for some pigs, fox, maybe a dog. We heard heaps of howling. There was some croaking, so I'm pretty keen for twilight tonight. We're going to go back. So we did just restalk the same mob from this morning. They did circle around and come back. So we went all the way around, had a look. When I had some lunch, I went for the walk where we heard the croaking. Then we came all the way back around and they circled and ended up back on the same hill. So we went for another stalk and I got some cool footage of them running across the hill. They did just bail off. They're still pretty scared of from this morning on high alert. So we're hoping we can see them, yeah, later this Arvo. Yeah, keep you up for the ride. So we're just driving along, trying to keep our eyes out for some pigs, and we spooked a mob of deer and was not expecting that. They caught us well before we saw them. They weren't that far, maybe only 100 meters, but yeah, hopefully we can spot them a bit earlier next time and take another one for the fridge.
I get back.
Here we go again. It's just starting to rain. Perfectly pissed down. Literally just starting now, so. So we just chased the deer we just spooked all the way up, probably about a kilometre, try to get around the front of them. They stayed in this gully and then they've just disappeared, but really good to see that there's a healthy stock of them out here. And yeah, we'll see what else we can find, but no luck on that one. Absolutely pissed down while we were walking, and now we're saturated. It's all part of it. So yeah, keep on going, see what else we can find. So we're just driving around on our way back. It's 2 o'clock-ish. We haven't seen any deer, but there have been guys out here with their dogs at night time. So they probably pushed them upriver to some other land. But we've just seen these. And they're fresh. That's incredible. So I wonder if that goes with that. Oh, and there's more over here. Yeah. Ow. Something's walking along. And they're fresh because you can see some old ones on there, but they've ripped them apart. Yes, that's pretty cool. All right, guys, we're just having a snack. Good old muesli bar and a ginger beer. That's all back up on the trailer now. Everything's satched. We're all wet. But now we're just doing a plan of attack for this evening. We've dealt with the deer. The deer's all in the fridge now. And we've got it all quartered up, back straps, inner loins. So yeah, the idea would be hopefully one more. Hopefully it's not too late. Go home, get showered, get clean, and process one more deer is the goal. So yeah, hopefully we find one more. Or if a pig wants to run across the road, I'm not going to say no. But yeah, hopefully we see something. Been an absolutely massive day. Been at it since up at 5:20. It's now, my watch died. Probably close to sunset, so probably close to 5:45, 6 o'clock. And we're going to go for a little bit longer into the night and then probably head home and do it again tomorrow. Ew. Good morning, guys. So I had a bit of technical difficulties yesterday. After the storm, my phone died and I wouldn't charge because it was full of water. So I had to wait until I got home last night and it didn't start charging until really late. But we went to bed, got up this morning and straight back out. And I've just knocked another one off, just over 100 meters. Same hill, same spot, shot from the back of the car. Used the tray as like a stabilizer. And yeah, knocked it straight through the heart. They're pretty hardy little things. They took maybe 20 steps and then just dropped. So I'll play that footage for you. The update from last night is we finished up after we processed the deer and we ended up going for a little drive and we saw some pigs. Now, I don't know why. I was full of adrenaline. I just missed my shot. I'll play that for you too. I shot low, straight underneath it. And then we scared the whole mob off. So we tried to chase them for a little bit, see if we could see where they were going. And yeah, no luck. So I think the plan for today is we've just got another deer. That's a lot of meat. We've got 2 down. This was a nice little female and the spiker yesterday. Perfect eating size. There is a stag. He does have 1 broken antler. I'm not out here to hunt. I'm out here to fill the fridge. Sorry, I'm not out here for trophies. I'm out here to fill the fridge. So yeah, I'll process this up, throw it on the back of the ute. And then we've got all day again. And I think we're going to go chase some pigs. Now we've got plenty of meat. If we see one, we'll take it. Obviously, the family up here will keep some meat. And I'll take some home, put it in the freezer, butcher it up, and I'll show you what we get out of this weekend. And yeah. That's the river. There's a bit of like bedding down along this edge here. Just down here, it's a bit of bedding. And we're walking along that fence there. And we got about just up past that tree, a little bit further. There's a mob of pigs running around. So we've got our venison. We're not out here to trophy hunt. We're going to go have a look and help the farmer out and get rid of some of these pigs. So we're currently just laying down, having a
scope. We saw those little pigs I showed you already. Now we're just waiting for the big ones to come out. So we're just going to lay here. We found a spot, and I'll show you what it looks like. About 100 meters away from where they're like burrowing up. And yeah, just see if anything comes out. Those ones that you saw were only little piglets. So I'm waiting for the mum or the dad to come out. But yeah. 54. On the left. I'm good when you are. Wait, no more. No. Wait, I can't see him. Alright, I've got the one on the right. Yeah. I'm good when you are. Yours is gone a little bit.
How you going, guys? So I'm back in the car. It's a little bit rainy, like a bit of a sunstorm. Doesn't look it, but it's raining right now. As you can see on the windscreen. My family members just run off. They've had to go to the bathroom, so I thought I'd catch up on what's happened. Yesterday morning we came out. We straight away got onto a deer. I knocked that off. We dealt with it and we hung it up down by the river, and we got the quad out and we drove around and just explored this property. It's huge, that we're on. Then not much happened. We scared a whole heap of mobs. We did some stalking. It was swirling around down there in the wind, so you'd be coming up to them that have no idea, and then they'll just turn and spook. And it's because we're right down on like a flat in between a valley along the river, so the wind would come down, blow up the gully, go up the hill, whatever. Kept spooking them. But heaps of deer out here, so we're really excited. Then we decided to call it a day on the quads, had lunch, packed everything up, cleaned up, and then decided to go look for some pigs. We found one. I found out that I'm a bit of an average shot and I missed. So that was heart crushing. It had no idea I was there. It was only like 80 meters or something. It was a decent sow. And as I took the shot, which I'll put on, I've gone a little bit low, I've pulled it, and then we've gone in. So that was yesterday. Today we've come out, same thing, knocked off a deer straight away. And then we have gone and found some little pigs. Now, my family member got 2 pigs straight away, and yeah, knocked one off, then got another one. And then we went for a bit of a walk. Now my phone filled up with storage, so I didn't get the video from there. And now we're just sitting in the car, driving on some new terrain, looking through, seeing what we can spot. And yeah, hopefully we can get one more deer. A nice stag would be good, but if not, doesn't really matter. We've got heaps of meat, but it would be good to fill up my family members' freezer as well. And yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, I'll bring you along. Absolutely pissing down where we just came from. We were over that ridge. We just came from it. Clear? Pissing down. Alright, so that deer is fully processed. And when I say fully, I even went to the point where I went between the ribs. I've taken every piece of meat I can off of it. I've also got the carcass that's going to be dog food. And then anything that was like off carts or pieces of meat that aren't really your standard back leg, front leg, shoulders, like your shoulders, your shanks, your back straps or your eye fillets, will pretty much just turn into, some sausages or something. When I get home and I process it all up and I split up all the meat into roasts and steaks, I'll show you how much we actually just got out of only 2 deer. So we're not out here trying to, take everything that we see. We're taking according to what we need, and that will get me through probably 12 months worth of meat. So I'm pretty keen. I'll get home. I'll do all of this tomorrow. It's now processed and put into the fridge for now. And yeah, if we see something else, we might take it for the family members, keep them full of meat as well. Or if we see any pigs or anything like that, we'll probably just take them for the farmers. But yeah, it's been a very successful weekend. Sorry that the filming hasn't been the best. I can't film myself doing things as well as doing them. So like when the deer comes, you get a bit of a stag fever, you get excited, and you know sometimes forget that you're filming. So yeah, but I do get all the shots on my new scope. I do try to keep you up to date with what's happening, and yeah, we go from there. So I'll see you when we're back at home and I've processed all the meat up into the different cuts. All right, guys, I'm back at home and I've got all the meat still in my fridge. It's sitting at about 2 degrees. And what I want to do today is, now that I quartered it up, I took the back straps, all that, I'm going to turn them into meals. I'm going to vacuum seal it. We're going to get put it in the chest freezer. Now, for the process of doing that, I'm not going to video it because it's going to take me a long time. It's a bit messy and it's a bit, to be honest, of effort. It's going to take me a couple of hours, I reckon. But what I will do is show you the finished product, how much meat we actually got out of just the 2 chittle. And they weren't record breakers or anything like that, but we just took what we wanted for the freezer. I'll measure it up. I'll see how much we actually get out of it and what we're going to do with it. So what we're going to do is some steaks out of the back straps. The inner loins just stay themselves, or the fillets. One of the top sirloin on the back legs will turn into steaks as well. We'll do some roasts or some slow cooking out of the bit tougher muscles in the legs. The shanks will be slow cooked, and yeah, dice up and mince whatever's left to make either sausages or patties. So I'll finish it all up and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, guys. So I had a bit of a bust up. Took a little bit longer. It started raining. It was a bit of a mess out here, but it's finally all vacuum sealed, all packaged. I've given 2 front legs away to a family member who asked for them. He wants to do a slow roast with a smoker, which will be interesting. And then the other one will be with a slow cooker. I have packaged it all up and I'll just show you what I've got. But yeah, there's a fair bit of meat here. All right, we'll start off. This is all minced up. There's 10.2 kilos of mince in total. These are your backstrap steaks, your tenderloins, and your backstraps. So they're 2 to 4 people meals. And each of these is a leg roast around that 1 kilo mark, or just under a kilo. Some have 2 pieces, some are there. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. I also have about 7 kilos of dog food. And I've packaged some dog food for my dog as well, so that he can have the offcuts and the bits that were just, really bad with silver skin and whatnot. But yeah, there you go, guys. It's a lot of meat. And this is why I do what I do. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.